Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Super Top 10s. Isn't it just an aspiration to a connoisseur's taste that drives one to buy a bottle of expensive wine, with prices that can pay the mortgage for months, if not the entire loan? These vintage wines are a good investment, really. With that said, here are 10 of the most expensive wines in the world. Number 1. Domaine Leroy Richebourg Grand Cru 1949, $6,000. The estate produces excellent Pinot Noir using the biodynamic production method spearheaded by its owner, Madame Leroy. Production is exclusive to the wealthy enough to afford the limited wines. Only 700 bottles per year, tops, are made. Richebourg is regarded for its full-bodied, muscular Pinot Noir and can be cellared for years. They make excellent collections, while it's low-end a price on our list. This wine can be consumed to impress even on casual days. The year was the driest since 1893 in the region, and harvest was influenced by erratic weather patterns. Flowering was under cold, wet conditions, greatly reducing yields. Adding to the allure to this vintage is its post-World War appeal, leading it to a historical essence and more perceived value. Number 2. Domaine Leroy Chambertin Grand Cru 1990, $7,500. The estate is a solid brand in the most expensive wine space. A little pricier than its 1949, the 1990 is harvested from exclusive Pinot Noir vineyards in the Chambertin Grand Cru. Domaine Leroy's reds are regarded for its deep scent of red cherries, plum, earth, and sweet spice. Adding more vintage air to its wine, Napoleon is known to drink Chambertin wine, favoring its rich ruby hue, not unlike what you get from the 1990 vintage. The estate also produces regular vintage for $4,288 with production around 900 bottles per year. Number 3. Domaine Georges and Christophe Roumier Moussigny, Grand Cru 1990, $20,000. A Pinot Noir from Le Moussigny vineyard in the heart of Burgundy. The vintage traces its roots to a young lad who married a local Moussigny girl in 1924. The man received dowry selections in the Chambolle-Moussigny vineyards, and from there, Domaine Georges and Christophe Roumier was born. The story has nothing to do with the vintage's flavor, but it adds a nice romantic ring to this nectar of love, however you put it. What you'll be interested more in is the fact that only 300 bottles, at most, are produced yearly. The year was very hot, although flowering was less compared to 1989. The minimal yield, experts said, gave the grapes more concentration, flavor, thicker skins, and plenty of tannin. So when you see one of those bottles in a friend's cellar, go for it, and ask for goose, duck, or game bird for dinner, which the wine goes well with. Number 4. Screaming Eagle Sauvignon Blanc, $9,058. Screaming Eagle is primarily known for its cult Cabernet Sauvignon, but its Sauvignon Blanc production is even more limited. Number 5. Egon Müller Schwarzhofburger Riesling Trockenbeerenoses, $25,000. The most expensive white wine is this Riesling from the Mosel region of Germany. The Müller family has been producing wines in the steep slate vineyards there since 1797. Number 6. Penfolds Grand Hermitage, 1951, $38,420. The most expensive Australian wine, Penfolds Grand Hermitage, 1951, set the record when a wine collector in May 2004 bought it at an auction at MW Wines in Adelaide, South Australia. Only 20 bottles are known in existence. The wine is predominantly Shiraz with a touch of Cabernet Sauvignon, and regarded as one of Australia's finest wines. Number 7. 1811 Chateau de Crème, $117,000. Holding the Guinness World Record for being the most expensive bottle of white wine ever sold, the bottle was sold by the Antique Wine Company for $117,000 to Christian Vanek, who happens to be a renowned wine connoisseur himself. To commemorate his 50 years as a wine taster, he plans to put it on display at SIP Sunset Grill in Bali, Indonesia, his latest venture. The reason for this hefty price tag of this bottle is that the harvest of 1811 at the Chateau de Crème was so good that many opinion it to be the best white wine ever made. Number 8. Romanée-Conti, 1945, $123,900. The fabled vines of the Romanée-Conti were destroyed by phylloxera, a pest of commercial vineyards, just after the end of the Second World War. After the victory, and right after the outbreak in 1946, only 600 bottles were manufactured before the vineyards could release wine again in 1952. While a bottle is sold for an average $7,600, the one originally owned by DRC owner Aubert de Villain and Christie's fetched $123,900 in the 2007 auction in Geneva, Switzerland. Number 9. Chateau Lafite, 1787, $156,450. It seems Jefferson is just plain bad luck, even after his death. Discovered around 200 years later in a cellar in Paris, a bottle of this was bought by publishing mogul Malcolm Forbes in 1985 for $156,450. It had been vouched for as possession of the former US president by the biggest wine connoisseur and had his initials etched on it. To display his new acquisition, Forbes had placed it in a glass case and placed it under halogen spotlights. Imagine his horror when the cork, already placed at a wrong angle, dried out due to the strong lights and dropped into the bottle, making its value come down to, yes, $0. Number 10. Cheval Blanc, 1947 Saint-Emilion, $135,000. This vintage is one of the only 2 wines granted Class A status in the classification of Saint-Emilion line. The 3-liter bottle was bought in 2006 at Vinfolio in San Francisco for the record-worthy price. Only 110,000 bottles were produced, and have a few survived to this day. The blend is 50-50 Cabernet Franc and Merlot. It is considered by sommeliers as finest Cheval Blanc in the 20th century, excluding rich, volatile acidity with lush texture and a sensual flavor. The harvest year was marked by hot weather with temperatures soaring to 35 degrees Celsius, yielding generous crops with high natural sugar levels. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.